So starting off, I'm just going to be using my slick stick, and my wig was already handmade by myself. I used a 5x5 lace closure and 2 bundles of Slay Straight from my Slay by Ray hair collection. I already did a tutorial on making the wig, so I'll put that in the description box below. So I'm just rubbing the slick stick on the palm of my hand, and then I'm going to rub it on the hair, and this just helps me lay down all those flyaways and gets the wig as polished and, you know, as neat as possible. It is so important that before you do a cut that you comb all the hairs into place, because you don't want to be doing a cut and then the hairs are not in place and then it comes out like uneven. And yeah, you just want to make sure that those hairs are all in place. And then I'm going to show y'all how I do a blunt cut with this unit. I'm just going to go in with my wall clippers, and this is how I'm going to create the cut. And I'm going to be using my cutting comb just to help me create my guide. And cutting combs are really good when you're doing cuts like this. Just to start off, it's really helpful. And it's also important, like, before you start, you just want to know like what length you want your wig to be. Like, I'm just selling this wig, I'm just making it just to sell, so I don't want it to be too short, but I want it to be like a good length. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to take about 3, maybe 4 inches off, but not too much, because I don't want it to be too short, but I don't want it to be too long. So yeah, you just watch. They say the blunt cut is the most basic cut, but to me, I think it requires more attention than any other cut, because you have to make sure that the whole thing is even. You just want to be really precise with it, so you just want to take your time. And if you need to, then you can go like back through it once you finish the first cut, and you know, just pick up any mistakes that you got, just clip them off, and just make sure that your cut is as even as possible and as neat looking as possible. What I found to be like an easier method, just cut the back a little bit and then work your way to the other side. So for me, I cut the back and then I work my way to the right side, and I do the right side, and then I go back and I do the left side. And then if it's not all even, then I just make sure that I even it out to get it as even as possible. I know I keep saying even, but with this cut, you just want it to be even, sis. Just make it even, okay? Just make it even. Once I finish my cut, I like to bring the canvas head up higher so I can see what I'm actually doing. And right now I'm just doing like a cross check. So a cross check is just when you're going through and making sure that you didn't make any mistakes, or if you did make any mistakes, you're just cleaning those mistakes up so that the wig can be like as one, like as a unit. Like you just want it to be right, sis. So just make sure your wig is just right, and make sure it's even, make sure you don't have no mistakes in there, and if you do, just clean them up. My wig is flat, but I just want to make it even flatter. So I'm just going to take my wand curl and I'm just going to flatten it out by just smoothing the top out. And this also helps like seal that slick stick in and seal those flyaways down. And it just gives it a nice polished look at the end. And here's a finished look. Thanks you guys for watching. Be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.